Welcome to T News 9 channel. Chapter 28 of The Silent Verdict, titled The Pattern. A pattern isn't proof, it's a promise that proof is coming. Mara Vance did not believe in coincidences, she believed in volume. For her, a single incident could easily be dismissed, and two could be argued away. But five incidents demanded a structure, a reason. She spread the files across her dining room table, a mosaic of data. Dates, locations, and response times were all marked in a careful color code. Red represented an escalation that was avoided. Blue was for interventions without any official attribution, and green marked the silence where a storm of noise should have followed. The map laid out before her was telling its own silent story. There wasn't a single repeating district, there wasn't one consistent method, but there was a consistent outcome. Harm was being reduced, and no one could explain how. Mara started to cross-reference the personnel logs. She found EMTs who were reassigned at the very last minute. Patrol units were redirected away from their original paths. A counselor was called just before a mental health crisis could turn violent. And again, threaded through the margins of these disparate events, a familiar name kept appearing, not as an active participant, but as a pivotal hinge point: Max Cross. He wasn't present at the scenes. His name wasn't listed on any of the official reports, but he was always nearby in time. A conversation that happened beforehand, a consultation that was requested, a small recommendation that ultimately changed a route, a schedule, or an entire response. Mara leaned back from the table, steepling her hands as she contemplated the web of connections. This wasn't simple vigilantism, it was orchestration. It was something far more complex and subtle. Meanwhile, Max was feeling the pressure building, even though he didn't know its source. At the hospital, the requests for his input were increasing. They were subtle, informal, and always framed as routine check-ins. But he noticed the change immediately. He knew that systems don't lean on a single node like this unless something upstream has shifted significantly. He spent his nights reviewing recent outcomes, looking at the same data as Mara, but from the complete opposite direction. Containment was holding, but his visibility was increasing. He knew that was the inevitable cost of success. The following afternoon, an email landed in Max's inbox. It was a request for a professional meeting from Mara Vance. It wasn't framed as an interrogation. Not yet. It was a consultation. Max read the email twice. The language was carefully neutral, polite, almost deferential, but the subject line was surgically precise. Regarding emerging behavioral patterns. Max closed his laptop and looked toward the window, where a drawing from his daughter Emily caught the afternoon light. Patterns he knew were never dangerous on their own. It was the moment someone decided to name them that everything changed. The pattern was complete, and both the watcher and the watched were about to step right into it.